is a necessity that parents should take care of their children, especially during the infancy stage. Parents should be the real caregiver for their infant baby, because as we know that infants during the infancy stage, they requires serious attachment with their caregiver, and they need a consistent emotional attachment with their parents. They need a constant physical touch, and so forth. We can talk about it. Today it's so evident that parents, especially the mothers, they give out their infant baby at the hands of someone else, what we call it as babysitters, or it might be the grandparents of their baby, or it might be their friends, or anybody who ever takes care of their baby. They give out so that their baby can be taken care in their absence, maybe due to some works or duties that they are obliged to do. And we can say that fairly that's a legit reason to be separated from the baby. But as a matter of fact, there is a big problem for separating yourself from the baby for the whole day. First thing, when we talk about attachment in an evolutionary perspective would explain attachment is some kind of strategies, survivability strategy, where since babies are helpless, babies are fragile, and they need a continuous protection, they need a continuous care from their mother, from their parents, and therefore simply attachment is a survival strategy. But when we talk about attachment, it goes beyond the evolutionary perspective or understanding of attachment, because as a human beings are not simply robots or any other animal. And therefore human beings, although they are babies, although they infants, although they could not express their needs, emotional needs, although they could not express the constant physical touch that they need, even before the time that they are able to reason out, even before the time that they are able to express their needs, as a matter of fact, biology have constructed them that way, that they need a consistent attachment with their parents, with their caregivers. In 1990 studies by Grossman and Grossman, their study found that when babies, the infant babies of between 7 months and 9 months, when they were separated from their caregiver, from their parents, the babies were found to have high levels of distress. And when we talk about distress, by the word distress itself, we know that it's not merely expression of negative emotions or sadness or expression of dissatisfaction or discontentment. There is a huge problem when we talk about distress. So distress is a mixture of high level of anxiety, serious emotional expressions such as sadness, agony, and all the pain that we can think about. One separation can bring that much of distress, high level of distress in the life of the baby. Then you can think about the everyday separation, separating yourself from the baby every day. You can imagine the chaos that will be created in the life of the baby. And the reason why psychologists today, especially at the front of child psychology, the psychologists would say that babies' early emotional attachment with their parents, it lasts for lifelong. And therefore, when we talk about intelligence level, when we talk about reasoning level, when we talk about relationship between parents and their children, and emotional connection between parents and their children, you can think about the aggression level that the children have. So when we talk about all these emotional aspects, intelligence aspects, and all different aspects of the child, then it all starts with the attachment, early babies' attachment with their parents. And therefore, it is my biggest concern that babies, especially during the infant stage, should be properly taken care by their parents. And as far as possible, it is highly advisable that parents should be the only caregiver for their infant child. And last but not least, when we talk about attachment, it is the early relationship between the infant baby and the parent. And therefore, your child is too young, too early to be given out at the hands of somebody else, although you are sure that your baby can be taken care by your friends or by your parents or by the babysitter, whoever so it might be. But your baby continuously needs your care, and that's the thing that I wanted to convey in this video. And so if you like my video, if you find my video informative, then you may consider subscribing to my channel, and you can share it with your friends who you think needs to watch this video.